We're going to pull the panels right off. It's missing the spring. They didn't use wing nuts. This nuts on them. It takes a 7/16 when they do that. These panels are in pretty good shape. I just have to get this duct tape off. Now yesterday I bought 100 wing nuts, 1/4 inch. I mean, I go through a lot of them. I want mine to all have the wing nuts on it, so I bought 100 of them. I don't think I'll run out for a day or two on that. That panel was really on there. Take the wiring right out of it. For the headlights, we're going to put it off to the side. Now it has been, the bolts have been replaced. These are 5/16 bolts. If it's a 79, they usually use the star bolts in them. So somebody has had this hood off before. Just take the fuel tank off just like normal. Now we are going to have to take this bolt all the way out. This is an early one, and they didn't put the slots in it, so that bolt will have to come completely out. It'll take a little bit more time. That's also a way to tell if they're a 79 because they didn't put a slot in the firewall right in this area right here. If they're slotted, they're newer than a 79. That's the keeper that holds the choke on. Now, this carburetor has definitely been changed, and the reason why is on a KT17, the cable is supposed to go right through here and do a loop and be in the front. An M18 does it from the rear, and actually it works a little bit better if you install it from the rear and change out the carburetor. So a lot of times when you have an aftermarket carburetor, you have to put the choke and mount it on the keeper right in the back side of the manifold. So now we're going to take the fuel tank off. And I have a customer that's walking up on me, so I will have to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll take the input shaft off right here. We're back. Now we're going to take the drive shaft off, and then we'll take the throttle cable off. Take the mounting plate bolts out. These are 3/8 bolts. Now my 1872 that I took a motor out of this morning didn't have the bolts in over the axle here, and that made it a lot easier to take it out. I recommend you put them in. Can't imagine why they weren't in there. It did speed it up quite a bit, 9 minutes to pull it out. That was the hoods and everything. Now this side here, you can't use an impact. The reason why you can't use an impact is because of the steering rod. We have to unhook the main harness, the electric clutch, and we have to take the cable off for the starter. And then this motor should be just about ready to come out. This machine is actually not very dirty. I'm very surprised. I don't know how to read them old gauges, but I ain't sure if that one works, to be honest with you. And now we just have to unhook. Now we just have to get the bolt over the axle out. If you don't have ratchet wrenches, definitely get some. They make this job a lot easier. Here's the electric clutch. Just don't yank on the harness. You don't want to break that. This is no race. The second video I ever made for YouTube, I removed a motor out of a 782. Can't remember exactly how long the video was. First video was removing a 50C deck from a 782. Second one was removing a motor out of a 782. Third was putting it back in. So I've been on YouTube now about 2 years. And there she's out. We're going to get the chassis all cleaned up, and we're going to get this motor installed. Probably going to do it tomorrow, but it's pretty clean compared to some of them I get into. So we're going to get everything ready, prepped, and we'll install that motor. Welcome back to the channel. 122, I came in here the other day with a roller tiller on it. Been sitting for many years. I had to clean up the points. Haven't put the cover back on, changed the carburetor out. The carburetor was completely seized up, had even mud and dust and everything accumulated. Even in the throat, in the block there, it had a lot of mud in it. Thought I was gonna have a stuck valve, told it had a stuck valve. But I changed the carburetor out. This is actually off that 1211 that we did a long time ago, changing out the carburetor. The only thing I see that is an issue is it doesn't have a key switch in it. It has a switch, you just press up on it. I'm going to show you that towards the end of the video. This one here has hydraulic lift and creeper on it. Also, of course, with a rototiller, it needs a creeper. So we're going to hot wire it, and we're going to start it up. if we have juice at the point. We're not making spark here. Now we'll see if we're making spark. Now we are. I'm very surprised it runs so well. Change a carburetor out and I think it'd even run a little bit better. But the machine here came in with a rototiller on it. We're gonna show that in future videos. It's awful cold out here. We're the last day of May, possibly going to have snow here tonight. We're that cold. I just cannot believe how cold it is in New York. But this machine came in, obviously, with a rototiller and a hydraulic lift on it. So you don't get a lot of these in. And this one here has a little bit of electrical issue, of course. But pretty happy to have it in here. And we're going to decide if we're going to fix it or we're going to dismantle it. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to move on to the next